important. It's gonna be major 5-head play. There we go. Hit him with the fake out. Aha, just kidding. Gotcha. Oh, that was beautiful. Hey everyone, it's LoR here, today with a Thresh and Lux deck. A bit more of an off-meta spin, and with the fun concept added to it of possession, and then using Glimpse Beyond to destroy your opponent's follower, or just use it against them. I think it's just a fun card. Not necessarily the best thing, but I enjoy playing it. This is a Mageseekers list, as you can see by the multiple Mageseekers in the list. And what I have to activate them is Remembrance with the secondary option. Since Brood Awakening was nerfed, it now is an option. It's not necessarily the best right now, because obviously it's worse than it was before, as well as the fact that Misfortune Sejuani is pretty common on ladder right now, so having those doesn't work out as well for blocking, but you can attack with them against that deck. Another fun concept, because I have this, which gives me Detains after I played my 6-cost spell. I can also purify things that I detain. So like if you detain something of the opponents onto one of your non-champion creatures, you can purify it, which is a bit awkward in some cases because most of these creatures have text of something that they do, either getting stats or having challenger or such, but it's still a pretty fun thing to do. I took my opponent's Sejuani earlier and made it disappear, and that was pretty fun. There wasn't much they could do about it. Unfortunately, this deck did not go very well for me. I was expecting it to perform much better, but it was just a bit too slow for everything, it felt like. It just got to its power just a little bit too late, and that made things really tough at times. It just felt like I was always a step behind, just always a little bit too far behind. The deck doesn't have a ton of recovery tools. Maybe Ruination could help that. That is something that I probably should look into running more, especially since I'm running Rekindler. That could be something that fixes my problems. I was trying to play it kind of more similar to the old Karma Lux version in some ways, but of course that's not the same engine. Karma Lux is going to be a much more valuable, but I wanted to try something different and just go for the Thresh Lux because I think that is a very fun combo. And with the Brood Awakening nerf, I thought it'd be fun to have 2 cards that I could play on turn 3 and be able to start activating my Mageseekers. And maybe it is, maybe Ruination is just the card that I'm missing to really get back on tempo, kind of like Spooky Karma in some ways. I probably should try that, so if you are trying this list, I would probably recommend 2 Ruinations. So I think I will go ahead and change that now, just so you can see what it would look like. So I'll go and take out the Purify, even though it's part of the fun, so you don't have to do that by any means. And then I would probably Concerted Strike. I didn't play this card one time. Maybe Concerted Strike is too slow though, so maybe I'll take that out and I play the Ruinations instead. I think this could actually solve a lot of my pain because there's so many LoR decks right now. So I think instead of Judgment too, I guess I could take out the Judgment instead and just be like, alright, here's a Ruination, and we can add another Thresh if we wanted. Maybe this is the better deck, and of course, like I said, Possession's still a bit of a meme, but it's a fun one. So obviously this is more of an off-meta deck, and it's more of a fun brew. I wouldn't recommend this deck for climbing the ladder at the time. Maybe the Ruination solves all of the issues, maybe not, but there's definitely better things to play at the time that are going to be more consistent. I did enjoy playing the deck, even though it was pretty hard to win as much as I wanted to. And I wish I would have tried the Ruination earlier, but I was still pretty stuck on what I was doing, and then it wouldn't make much sense if I was playing the deck like 3 games without Ruination and then all of a sudden Ruination pops up. It'd be kind of odd, but with the Rekindlers, I think Ruination is probably a better idea, and there are more recovery tools that way. So I would recommend playing it with that version. Before we get to the games, I want to thank Hitmarker so much for sponsoring this video. Hitmarker is a job search website in the esports and gaming industry, so please take a look at the description below. It would mean the world to me if you did. Now let's go ahead and get onto the games. Alright, time for the pass-a-thon. Oh no, they didn't pass. I've already broken the code. Oh no. I guess I have to do this. That sucks. Good. I mean, not that it mattered anyway. I was going to block that regardless. ruin stuff so hard. Why am I drawing only Lux's game? This isn't part of the plan. I get it. We're a Lux deck.
Victory requires a sharp blade.
Cool. Victory requires a what? Some spiders? The spider. What are we going to do next? Can't play Lux. Can't play this. Play this. I know they can kill that, but just how it's going to be. Try to make them trade this instead. I mean, they could chump block instead too, but I would prefer this. Just like that. Good stuff. They are indeed true. Vengeance? Probably not. Cool. Fine. Get Lux going and hope that we can somehow get out of the struggling that we are currently facing. Maybe. It's going to be quite hard. One of 7 Luxes we have now played. The game really wanted to give us lots of them. We need to find our judgment to have a chance. Alright. Let's see how it goes. Of course we get that one. Man. Of all the things in the world we can get. I mean, I kind of have to do that. Kind of have to. They play like Sejuani or something, that's fine. Convengeance. I have enough for a barrier. So, I think I play the barrier then. That's fine, we'll just take the chip damage. Oh, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Trifarian Assessor. So Lux is going to be the one that gets hit. We could technically Prismatic Barrier, and then play that onto Ashe. They could play another Ashe though, but I kind of think it's worth it. Or, I mean, we take possession during their Ashe turn too. Or we could just play Vengeance and be smart about it. I want to play it now instead of something like this. Because the way the freeze works. And then if they play something else, then I get to use the beam if I want. So either way, it works pretty well. If they were to pass for whatever reason, I would let them pass. If you really want to pass your attack turn, that's fine. I got plenty of things I can do afterwards. Plenty of things I can do. I can play this, and then I can play Possession into single combat. I would rather take the, wait. We can't take the Ashe, what am I saying? Enemy follower. Take that. I wish that I had Glimpse instead, I think. But their own Yeti is going to kill their stuff, so. Yeah. They'll block their stuff. Be able to bolt something after. Because I don't want to play the shield. Alright, we'll take that. And then we'll play single combat onto this and hit the Ashe with it and get a bolt that way. So let's see what they do. Okay. Goodbye to those. Oh, the possession. Freeze. We're still killing Ashe. That's the funny thing. We don't get to kill this. But we're still killing Ashe. Oh wait, never mind, we do get to kill it. What am I saying? Oh yeah, they... So that was a pretty big misplay to not just let that go through. I guess they would lose a 4-3 or a 3-3 instead. That works fine. Alright, so I guess I do keep the Ashe, so not a misplay. Spoke a little bit quick there, but interesting to say the least. If for whatever reason Lux dies, because I'm going to use her as a blocker, we have Rekindler. I also have more Luxes too. I think I'm just gonna let this trade happen for now though, because I got the Guardian. I got this Guardian. I don't really care. All good with me. That should help quite a bit. We have the barriers as well for it. I need one of my... It's fine. So many Ashe stuns. Oh my gosh, that's less fine. At least they only drew 2, but still. More than I would like them to draw. Remembrance! Yes, please. What are you gonna do against Ashe now? Could play the prismatic barriers too. Alright. They must have something. They have to. We can I know you got something. What's it gonna be? I'm gonna be using double prismatic barrier. I'm telling you now. Yeah, the Ashe is still dead.
A beacon through the dark.
Good news, everyone. Ashe is still dead. Don't make me waste my barriers. Good. Okay. I was hoping that they would allow me to make a trade, so that's good. Oh, another one? Cool. That's pretty gross. Alright. Elixir of Iron doesn't do it. 2 Elixirs of Irons does it, though! Please don't kill me. I don't want to die.
No more holding back.
So I draw the arrow. And they get to freeze one of these. Probably this and Lux. Vengeance! That's awesome. Okay, but I can still block with them. Oh yeah, we'll use the Vengeance right away too. But they actually know. No, we don't want to use Vengeance right away because if they have another Sejuani in hand. Was that a Sejuani's Fury that they played earlier? Did we get to see? Did we? Oh yeah, we did. It was the Sejuani's Fury, so it's pretty unlikely they have another one. But that's okay. So I can play the barrier here. I can just play it under this.
Got your back. Bring them home safely.
Let's see. Reckoning. This is 5+ power. Oh, it's a good thing I held on to this. Nice and sneaky. Yeah, got him. Felt pretty good. Okay, we'll get rid of everything here. Remembrance. Good to see ya, friend. And to Mageseeker Insider. Don't really know how this goes against Deep. We haven't played against Deep yet. Detains should help out quite a bit if we draw them. But we'll see. Judgment. Alright. My one of judgment. Alright, pass. Yay! We did it! We passed! Okay. They're definitely gonna be more greedy than me, and this is going to sting. Unless judgment goes off really hardcore or something. Alright, cool. Got an alright one. By atrocity, that's good. We need to lose the other atrocity. Assuming there is one. Play this. We need to do our best to put as much pressure as possible. Open attack isn't really worth much there. I want them to block with both things. Assuming they play something else here. I mean, that's gonna get single combated. Fine with me too. I assume they'll try to glimpse it. I can even play... Nah, I don't need to play one of these instead. I'd rather play Thresh. I'd much rather play Thresh than single combat. I will play Thresh instead. Plays much better into this. Single combat can wait. Good. Probably has Vile Feast. Okay. Here comes the Vile Feast. There it is. As expected. Because we played Thresh, we were able to get more things going. They probably have another Maokai anyway too, since they did play the way that they did. I mean, at this point, Maokai kind of helps me. I think I attack first. Sure. Then this takes no damage, which is kind of nice. Go, Thresh, go. I could technically level him up. I think I will be too. I think I'm gonna use it on both. I mean, well, just kidding, they're already in deep. Wow. I would check that before doing the damage, obviously, but wow. That is fast. Can't play single combat, but... Nah. I mean, I was gonna say we could play Bright Steel single combat, but nah. This is still rough. Alright. We have to use this to protect against Devourfish. Oh, or we don't need to. When I say this, I mean the single combat with it. So I was thinking there's a chance that I played Bright Steel Protector right away. But now that we have Thresh's box, not really in the same situation we were before. It's a very odd situation. Kind of worried about Nautilus. That's not Nautilus, so that's good. We don't have to worry about Devourfish now. We can just play this. It's pretty great. Oh, the damage. They only have one Maokai left. I mean, he's very leveled. But, yeah. We pull Lux. I don't think we play Brood Awakening after we pull Lux. I think we gotta do the damage now. Sure, they can Withering Wail, but we're going to be playing the Bright Steel Protector. Ooh, it's still kind of weird. Missed call. Feels bad. But at the same time, we can pull Malachi now instead. We don't have to use the Bright Steel Protector anymore. Might as well attack too at this point. And Lux isn't leveled, so she'll have barrier. I can like Vile Feast it or something, but what else are we gonna do? We're gonna lose our deck anyway. Seems a bit odd. Seems like a pretty, like, really good judgment play. I mean, I feel like they would, if they had Jettison, I think they would have played it already. Right? Also do this dying. I think we also do this too. Because it is dying no matter what. I mean, yeah, it's odd. This is all very odd. Guess we could have played the Judgment first and then the Glimpse. Got 2 more mana that way. So that kind of sucks, the ordering there, but I was thinking about exactly what was going on here. Because it's a bit weird for sure. This Final Spark probably doesn't go to anywhere, but we don't have much else we can do about that either. We have Possession now though. Possession could do something nuts. Yeah. I mean, we can just do this. We could also Purify that if we wanted, but yeah, we'll just play this. And we'll Possession it on our turn? Maybe? Or we just kill it, and then we Possession the next thing they play. I mean, obviously I'm going to use that. Obviously. So, what's it gonna be? Withering Wail saves them? If they pass and then I attack. Because I really don't want to Possession, but this plays around Withering Wail then. Because I will open attack. I can play the Possession later if I need to.
My shield is yours. Demacians protect each other.
I mean, of course, there's things like double Withering Wail and stuff like that, but not much can be done about that. So we hit this first. Hit this. Throw that at the end. And they surrender! Woo! Or I was gonna say, Withering Wail isn't enough that way. Did the math to make sure that the Bright Steel Protector countered the 3 health that they would gain from Withering Wail. Or else we could definitely have thrown that game if they might have had Withering Wail and they were checking it. That's what I'm guessing. Of course it doesn't play around like Vile Feast and stuff like that, but I think that was still worth playing around. We're against another Demacia list here. I guess I'll go ahead and keep this. I probably won't be playing Brood Awakening on curve because I feel like I get more out of using these 2 together. If I had Remembrance, I'd probably say for Remembrance. So I didn't top deck it, so I think I'll just go for the Fleet Feather Tracker here. Especially against Lucian too. We'll see. Wow, getting all these Mageseeker cards is making me feel worse about my decision. I can always delay it a little bit, but we'll see. Alright, so it's a deck where you play Lucian and then you kill off your own stuff, which is pretty, well, not common now. It used to be common for a little bit. Alright, I think I don't really want to just pass, because I only get 3 mana to spare.
Got your back.
If they just pass here, I think I might just pass myself. Because I think they want to play Lucian, but they don't lose too much mana, so never mind. I think I'll just go for it. Have Purify for Detained in the future. Oh, Senna. We can... Purify Senna doesn't really do much. Unless we kill Lucian and then she gets buffed, then we can use that. I have Remembrance now though, and that's ideal. That's much better, I think, than the spiders overall. However, against this, it makes me kind of think Bird Awakening is in order here. Because I have 2 nice jump blockers, or 3 nice jump blockers. And this even makes the trade. So I'll do that. And I'll probably block both of these. But we'll see. I think I'll take this block. I'll take this block too, just because they are just spiderlings and they're not a huge deal overall. Too bad I couldn't get this lower. Oh, it'd be so amazing. At the same time, Can get Mageseekers going. Can get this. Can get 2 of them even. Play that. I guess I probably should have just attacked right away and gone for the Senna because of Lucian in the future. But if they play Lucian, I can grab Lucian and then Purify the Senna too. So I don't think it matters that much per se. But most likely I'll probably attack here and then play the Investigator after because she's only at 3/3. But we'll see what they do. It's fine. I think I'm going to change my mind though. And play this.
Magic must be stopped before it spreads.
We'll see what they do here. So they might not have Lucian if they are killing things off, but they're probably planning to kill the Senna? Not sure. We put them in kind of a weird spot because we have so many challengers. And it makes me wonder if I don't kill the other one and I just kill this. I don't know if that's right though. Because I can always use Vengeance or Detain, so I think we just go for the attacks. Even though they'll play something else, I'll play like Lucian and then kill some more things off or something. I'm fine with this board, I think. We can play Remembrance or Mageseeker. Dang. It's getting so close. Another Senna. Fine. There's the Lucian. I assumed at some point this would happen. Ooh.
Missed your chance to run.
Fine. Just let them take the damage. Missed your chance to run. Play that just because it's a for sure pretty solid card. Maybe Purify goes on that, but I think it's going to be on Senna most of the time. Also too, we can Detain Purify combo. Pretty likely that I do that, because I can see them I can see them playing Senna into this, and then me being like, okay, I'll detain your Lucian and Purify it. I wouldn't do it right now. I think I'd use Remembrance first and use it on a Remembrance creature. Maybe. Kind of hard to say because Vile Feast is something I play into. So I have to be a little bit careful. going to need more coffins. Remembrance though, yeah, we'll see. It's either Vengeance or Detain Purify combo. Ooh, the rally. Oh, what am I saying? Ooh. A rally is the first time the ally dies, so it's next round. Oh man, Cytheria is nuts though, and I dislike it a lot. I think we do have to kill her. Hard to say. I think we're gonna play the Remembrance instead. Because we can play Vengeance next turn. Of course. Expected. Makes me detaining it feel way less bad though, if that's the case. Detaining a unit and purifying it is what I meant to say. Just said it a bit more quick than that. Without a buff though, this can block Lucian. Well, Cytheria is still alive, so not quite, but I guess I could sacrifice this, okay? I mean, I could play Unyielding onto that technically, but it's just not worth it. So, what do we have here? We have this, I can play this, and I can use Detained. And they can buff it. It goes back here though. I think it's probably better just use the Vengeance because there's way less things I can do against that. Seems alright. One unit dies, so not quite enough to play Remembrance. If they buff this for whatever reason though, I can play Remembrance. Maybe actually roll something good with it, but we'll see. Cool. That's pretty solid trades for me.
I've come so far.
Pass. Just all. Can you stop drawing those, please? Thanks. I'm a bit tired of seeing them. I'm really tired of seeing them, okay? They're a bit annoying. Alright, Lux.
Everywhere I go.
You're gonna help me out here, I believe. She should help quite a bit. This Remembrance going off. Cool. Hopefully we get something good from this.
I've been hiding my light too long.
That's a good one. See what they do. I think I actually need to kill this. As much as I want to take the Challenger possibility away, I think I have to do this. Attack that. I mean, they're gonna have to block at some point. So I get pretty low otherwise. Alright. Good enough with me. Attack with Lux, but we won't attack with this. I mean, even if they did have Vile Feast or something, they can't do anything about it. They just take the damage. Cool. Have this, which is pretty nice. Have Detained as well. Ooh, this could be a way to stabilize, but most likely the game's going to be over pretty soon, one way or the other. Definitely not possible something else happens, but pretty likely. If I used Detained, I'd I mean, I don't think they're running Vile Feast in this. I'd probably use it on this. Actually, I'd probably use it on this just to be safe. And I'm fine with purifying that if they do go to kill it somehow, which is unlikely. So we'll see how that goes. You can always play Braidsteel Protector beforehand. At the time though, they can't just take my stuff and lethal me, which is really nice.
Everyone's a garden.
Okay, that changes things a bit. That changes things a lot. I think I have to purify. I can detain after. I think I purify and play. Purify this. And play this. And I'll play it on this.
Got your back. Bring them home safely.
Then purify this so it doesn't have Challenger, since these two already do. So that leaves me with 2 blockers. And that, I mean, that's enough, hardly. But it does it. Enough by just enough. I mean, they could have riposte or something though, but what are you gonna do about it? The answer is nothing. Just kidding, I have detained.
No closer.
But we can pretend otherwise. So that's what we're waiting for, is for them to play some kind of buff, and then we play detained and say, haha, got him. I mean, that's not the one I really wanted to use it against, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Wonder, it doesn't keep its ephemeral anymore, which kind of sucks. They have another one, good for them. I can't do anything about it. Very awkward though. But we can kill their stuff after too, which is also good.
Hope burns on.
Good chance I probably should have given it to the Lux instead, but
No more holding back.
that's alright.
My saplings.
The Detain, that is. Aw, rip. Aw, rip! We got him! Even then, so
Let's brighten up their day.
we had the Unyielding Spirit to get a spark and go for it too. Either way, it worked fine for us.
Did we win?
Did we win? Yes, we did.
That's how we do things in Bilgewater.